I'm so mature. I might kill my ex.
I know we're gonna work on it, but I want like a new little tone. I know you do too. For each little segment, a little.
Oh yeah. I started today. Funny enough that
You
you
have
say that.
ideas?
Yeah, I've been in my bag since the New Year, bro.
Chill.
I'm on the New Year I'm a resolutioner right now. I've been in my bag this week. That's why I didn't want to go out today. Fucking Mo's bitch ass.
We'll see what's up.
I hate that
Probably
fool.
play 2 games, then be like, all right, guys. I wish Nigel would have came. Well, he said he's trying to kick after he's done with this fight.
Oh, we will for sure. That's my
That's my bro.
That's my bro now.
That's funny.
Well, welcome back to the alley. This is a special segment. We are back with
Another installment in the Fake Deep series.
This week we are doing Knives Out 2 Glass. Is that it's officially titled Knives Out?
I think it's called Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery or something like that.
Okay.
Something lame.
I feel like they should just
Glass Onion.
call them all
Knives Out.
Knives Out, and then just give them different names.
Well, they each name had a something for the story, right? Knives Out because of the knife chair last time, no?
Yeah.
Right? This one because of the glass onion in the building.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get rolling with it. I thought it was great. I really, really enjoyed it.
Right off the bat. Sorry, I'm getting my notes.
Right off the bat. I thought it was really, really fucking good. For me personally, weird start. It felt a little too comedic.
Oh, okay.
Even more than the first one. I didn't feel like the first one necessarily was too funny. The first one felt a little more, way more tense.
More serious, I guess?
Yeah, but then, I don't know. Once it hit the halfway mark, I just feel like it just completely changed for me personally. The pacing. What was your overall impression?
Consensus?
Yeah, without getting into like we're getting into big details.
The story. It has to do with it being a sequel. I wrote down in my notes that sequels become complex because no one can help but compare it to its predecessor. Always, no matter what kind of movie it is, no matter what franchise it is, no matter if it's action, mystery, thriller, whatever, everyone's always going to compare it to the first. And I feel like I caught myself doing that a lot throughout the movie. Like, oh, like, you know what I mean? Which was dumb. I probably shouldn't have approached it that way. But overall, it wasn't better than the first one.
To you.
To me.
No.
But still was good, if that makes sense. I still thought it was good. I was still intrigued. I said that the storytelling is still without a doubt intriguing and makes you keep wanting to guess who the quote unquote big bad is. You know what I mean? Throughout, which is good. Like that was the point of it being a mystery thriller or whatever, which I think Ryan Johnson is trying to get his point across.
What made it not as good as the first one for you? Which isn't a bad thing for anybody that's listening. The first one was really good.
Yeah.
So like to say
top it was gonna be kind of hard, you know?
Yeah, to say it's not as good as the first one, like it's not saying much because the bar is set pretty high with the first one.
This is my next note. This is why I didn't think it was as good as the first one. It just has to do with predictability. I personally saw right through Miles since the beginning, and I have Becca as a witness. But that doesn't mean, again, going back, that I lost interest in the movie because we were still both very well entertained and trying to guess who was going to be the killer. So yeah, but that's my only reason. It has nothing to do with logistics, like the filmmaking, like the editing or anything, because all that was great as always, like the first.
Do you agree though that it did feel a little more comedic?
Yes.
Than the first one.
More lighthearted, yeah.
Lighthearted,
yeah. Not necessarily like throwing jokes at you, but yeah, kind of like corny at times.
And then it did have. I loved all the cameos.
Oh
the
yeah,
cameos
I know. That's
tight. Fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, fucking
Serena Williams.
Yeah,
bro.
they had the Peloton. Yeah, or Peloton, whatever the fuck.
And the homie,
they had Miles Teller in it too.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah,
that one was like, what the fuck? I wish it would have stayed.
I think they had Ryan Reynolds, if I remember correctly.
Did they?
I think so.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner. They had him on the hot sauce thing.
Yeah,
those little things
it
were
was cool. You know what it gave me? Like, I was writing this down. It gave me random. Did you ever watch Scooby Doo, the mystery?
Yes, bro, all the time growing up.
That one, it gave me. I don't know why. It kind of gave me that kind of vibe in a more obviously grown up way, but it was cool.
What'd you think about the ensemble cast? Because the first one obviously was known for that too.
I think they did a good job.
Second one followed through.
I think they nailed it. Casting again, yeah. For me, standout was Janelle Monáe.
Oh yeah, dude,
playing
phenomenal
2 characters, Helen and Andy Brand. That was pretty cool. Edward Norton killed it as Miles.
Yeah.
For me, that's always a mark if of a good film has to, you have to hate the
The
I
villain?
guess the antagonist, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Good choice.
And this guy, he was like an annoying fucker. It's easy for annoying fuckers to just be cringy and not necessarily like
Push the story forward.
yeah. Because sometimes they could just be annoying for the case of being annoying, and you're just like, he's
Yes.
not even bad. He's just fucking annoying. Nah, this guy was generally like I had a disdain for him, so he got the job done from that sense. And then obviously Daniel Craig
Beast.
killed it. I guess another notable was Catherine Hahn. I thought she did good too.
Yeah, she did good. How about Dave Bautista? He surprised me. Well, no, he didn't surprise me actually, because this motherfucker's been killing
Nah,
it.
he got range, bro. That didn't surprise me. I
Yeah,
actually didn't
dude.
think he had a. I thought he was gonna have a slightly bigger role in the movie. But he did his thing.
Did you expect him to die?
No, not at all. I did not expect him to
That's
die.
when everything kind of turned
Yeah,
into
yeah.
like just like the
That might have been the
climax, right?
climax.
Yeah.
That was a climax.
the second act of the movie was obviously way better than the first act, and then the third act, I mean,
See, I
seals it perfectly.
I didn't see Miles being the
Really?
no.
Who'd you think it was?
I had no clue.
Okay.
Like, in the first one, I really thought it was Chris Evans all along. I knew, like, I don't know. Some
I
part of
didn't.
me-
See, I didn't.
That's weird, bro. That has to be like a psychological thing
Yeah.
between us, because I thought Chris Evans was so. He was so. I don't know. You could always see at least me. I always saw his intentions as like he was just a little dickhead.
Chris Evans.
I just always saw it. And especially when the whole thing with fucking, I forget her name now, but Ana de Armas,
her character.
like when he was trying to help her, that's
Uh-huh.
that's what really like just gave it away for me. I was like, yeah, no, that's
This
bullshit.
was bad.
But with this dude, he was just such a he was such a dump, like a dipshit. Like it was obvious, like, you know what I mean? Like it was too obvious that it would be him to the point where I didn't think it would be him. You know what I mean?
Miles.
Yeah. I thought Miles, it was so obvious it should have been Miles, to the point where I was like, nah, that's too predictable.
I got
So
like
I
that
don't think
too.
it's Miles. That's why the only reason I didn't think it'd be him was 'cause it was too easy to think it was him.
I thought it was Catherine Hahn's character for a second. There's that one point before Dave Bautista like collapses, she runs into him and then like sit down. And I'm like, oh, she just did something. Like I told Beck, I was like, she just did you see that? But those are the little nuances that I think the director put in there to kind of stir you away from the main point. And the whole thing was revolved around the metaphor, right? The glass onion thing. So that's why after that metaphor came up and they kind of explored that theme, I knew it was Miles because he's the main thing. You know what I mean? Like all these layers to it, but at the end of the day is what you see through it. But real quick, to get back to the ensemble cast, I want to get to this point. What do you think about how they all came together in the beginning, in the introduction? How they all introduced them with the invitation box. What do you think about that? And like the puzzles and how they all like called on one call together in the beginning.
I loved it. It gave me very old school movie vibes.
It was weird.
It
threw me off because I wouldn't expect something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I don't know if maybe because it was I don't want to call it refreshing, but it was I feel like I hadn't seen something like that in forever. So I think that's what threw me off. Like I said, the first half of the movie, I was just kind of off. I was like, this is weird.
That's another thing too, because I feel like this, compared to the first one, this one was obviously another sort of dysfunctional family-esque type thing, but it was just an assortment of different characters, right? Like
way different.
Yeah, they all had their own little like things to them. It was just it was weird. It was complex. I think when it comes to the characters this time.
I really did like the fact that how everybody was just friends with Miles for the benefits of being friends with Miles.
Yes.
That was a very like call to real life, like shit that I'm sure happens behind the scenes and in politics and business and stuff like that. And just the minute that they had the chance to just beat the living shit out of him, they just fucking ended him real fucking quick.
To get to that point, or to add to it, we talked about how they're all different, but at the same time, this motherfucker, the director, Ryan, was able to give us, the audience, a reason as to why, the motive behind why each character could possibly be the killer. Does that make sense?
He did.
For Miles, because I thought Miles was gonna die going into it. Like, oh yeah, he's doing this murder mystery thing, but at the end of the day, he's actually gonna die, and that's what I thought initially, and obviously he didn't. So the fact that he was able to introduce all these different sorts of characters and give them each a specific reason as to why they could possibly kill him. I think that's what kept me intrigued and trying to guess who it was. So he did a good job of doing that again because he did that in the first one too.
The initial concept, even just them like old friends getting all together to go to this island for a mystery, it felt so fucking, I don't want to say corny, but just it almost felt like satire. It felt like too simplistic of a fucking like a thing. I'm telling you, it felt like
that goes hand in hand with fucking Miles. You know how he's supposed to be a genius and all this, and at the end we're revealed that he's literally just a fucking poser, and he fucking doesn't know how to
doesn't know how to do shit.
Like he's just very surface level. You know what I mean, kind of a person. I think it's just there you go. It reflects the antagonist at the end of it all.
Did you expect that twist with Janelle Monáe? The
two sisters?
Yeah.
No, but they foreshadowed it, and I called it when it happened. When she opens the box, now that we find out later that it's the sister, she's in like some piece of shit apartment. Her hair's all fucked up. She looks nothing like the one that died. The one that died, that one that actually died. And then when she arrives to the dock, she's
all Gucci'd out.
Yeah, she looks. I'm like, bro. I was like, wait, wasn't she all like fucked? How'd she change? Like, and then I was like, all right, whatever. And then it went on, and then she was like, oh, and then we're like, that's why, like, we get it. But that was a good twist that I was not expecting at all. And the fact that she didn't die, the sister, we thought she died too. We thought she really had died when they shot her.
Yeah.
When Miles.
Oh yeah, I thought she was done.
Died.
I thought she was done.
I was like, damn, they really sold it. Sorry, I need to highlight this. The editing, bro. The editing is fucking insane, Hyder. You can't. I feel like we don't think about this. When they shoot the movie, they don't shoot anything in chronological order ever.
No.
They shoot depending on how to save the most time and money and all this, right? Whatever. So they have everything layered out. So not only did they shoot all these scenes for the normal timeline, but after we find out that it's her sister, they go back and they redo everything again from a different point of view, from her perspective, from the sister's perspective. So they shoot all these different scenes, bro, and through editing, they're able to put the original timeline together, plus the second part, the second and third act, and still do fucking foreshadows and what's it called when they retract back to something earlier in the story?
Flashbacks.
Oh yeah, flashbacks or callbacks to things through editing. The editing was fucking amazing.
They killed it.
I can't remember them. Did they do that in the first one? Yeah, right. Yeah,
they did. Yeah,
I just don't. I need to rewatch
the first one was all around the old man dying, so it was just different variations of the old man.
Yeah,
of like that day when the murder happened.
Yeah, that shit's sick. That was my favorite part of the movie. The editing, easy, and then the acting, of course. What were you gonna say? Sorry, I cut you off.
It's weird though. Was there a necessary like? It's so weird. So they were trying to figure out who the killer of the sister was. But all while this, like, he made it seem like somebody was trying to kill him.
Yeah, fucking dick. And did you see how he used what's the detective's name? Blanc,
yeah.
Benoit
Blanc.
Benoit Blanc. How he called him out earlier and saying how the whole plan seemed a little too easy. And that callback of when he's like, oh yeah, all you need to do is turn off the lights now. And he ends up fucking actually doing that. Like, he was such a dickhead and so surface level, like I said, and superficial, that they were able to do that. Like, he was a good villain, I think. It was something that everyone, like you said, could hate. Someone that's fake. You know, he played it. MVP, I think, Edward Norton.
I'm gonna go Janelle Monáe for me.
She did good though.
I thought Janelle Monáe was a highlight for me. They definitely gave Detective Benoit. I'm surprised they didn't bring back. Sorry, I'm like going off tangent. Lakeith Stanfield. I'm surprised they didn't bring him back.
He was like his partner, I think, just for that area where they were at.
Oh,
I think, if I remember.
That makes sense. But
he was like a deputy, you know, like just like a cop there, and then he was the real detective.
I was just so thrown off by the start. I don't know why. I don't know if I just wasn't paying enough attention.
A lot was happening at once. The phone call, I'm telling you, that phone call was like very complex, and you had to like.
Yeah, and then them even starting at the detective Benoit's house.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, like
he's gay, by the way. That's crazy.
Yeah, that happened too.
I didn't know that. We should have known, I guess, from the first one.
You never got really any indications.
Sussy. But no, yeah, Daniel Craig, amazing, bro.
I wonder how many of these they make.
There's a third one for sure already.
I want to guess there's gonna be at least 5.
4, 5.
There's gonna be at least 5.
I think Ryan. You think Ryan Johnson will make? He wrote and directed both.
Well, I mean, how many 007 movies did this guy make?
Fuck Daniel Craig though. I mean, he just signed on to whatever, Ryan Johnson, I guess, is the head of that. I still can't get over him fucking up Star Wars though. Did you ever watch The Last Jedi?
I watched the first movie in the trilogy, and it wasn't enough to make me want to watch the other one.
Bro, the second one's even worse.
Really?
That's the one that he directed.
Yeah.
Horrible.
I could see him making dude, this is such an easy movie to keep making.
Yeah.
It's not fucking physically demanding like 007. I mean, what do I know? But I can see them making a shit ton of these.
Sorry.
You just gotta keep it interesting though.
What was I gonna say? The setting was great. I wrote that down. I love they did it on the Greek island, and it's like a little separate island. I thought that was cool. The set design was incredible. Like his house.
Were they still shooting during COVID?
Yeah, that was cool too. I like that they did that. That they brought COVID in the beginning, at least. I thought that was interesting.
That was pretty cool.
He wrote it during COVID.
Oh,
but I'm assuming the mask mandate was still probably happening when they were shooting too. Probably. I don't know when they shot this. I don't remember. But he did write it. I seen an interview. Let me talking about interviews. I just want to play a quote of the director and a YouTube video that I have right here. Where are you? It's him breaking down a scene. The arrival scene when they're all getting to the dock.
Taking care of dinner and dessert. You're remembering how. And he's looking right into the camera lens right here. Yellows of summer in Greece with beautiful
135.
swimwear. We're going to have them be totally new deals every single time. And for me, this goes back to the original source of inspiration for all of this, which is my love of Agatha Christie's work and her books. She was coming into each one with a totally different conceptual approach, and she was trying twists and turns and narrative gambits, and she was subverting the tropes of the genre from the very start.
Just, I guess, is inspiration for doing all these. So yes, the answer to your question of how many there's gonna be, it's probably a couple more at least. I think 4 at least.
Easy to make, and especially like I said, they're not too. I don't want to say it's not too hard, because doing anything creative of that magnitude with like bringing in different ensembles, that's tough.
Yeah, bro.
But he could do a lot.
He made it happen.
They could do a lot.
It's twice now. So yeah, shout out.
What was it? The first one dropped 2018, 2019?
Like 2 years ago. Yeah, like 2019, I think. That movie was good, man. Yeah. I remember when we watched it. Did we watch that one together?
No.
No,
wasn't it a Netflix exclusive?
No, it came out. We watched it on exclusively in theater. Netflix picked them up for this one and probably for the next one.
Oh, yeah.
Beast.
Yeah, it's a dub. All right, what's our letterbox today, buddy?
I already did it. What would you? I gave 3.5.
I thought.
But listen though, first one I gave 4.5.
You gave it. Damn, you liked it that much, bro?
The first one is one of the highest rated movies on Letterboxd.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, what have you 5'd on there, bro?
Not many. 4.5 is the highest usually I'll go. But you're like, I can look at that so easy. Probably like my favorites, obviously. 2001, Goodfellas, There Will Be Blood, and Interstellar are 5s.
Heard, chef.
Fresh, huh?
Hey, you seen that HBO show, The Last of Us? Got 100% Rotten Tomatoes so far?
Bro, you never play the game, huh?
Nah, I heard that game is fire, though.
If you ever get a PS5, literally get it just for the Spider-Man games and that game, and you'll be happy.
Fire?
There's 2. Well, now there's Last of Us 2. It came out a couple years ago.
Sick,
bro. Yeah, I hope they do it justice. Any video game adaptation to a show, movie, whatever, they're notoriously bad. So let's hope it's good. It looks good. Shout out Pedro Pascal.
For sure. So that was it. Knives Onion. Knives Onion. Glass Onion. Knives Out story. Knives Onion. What do you think is gonna be the next one of these?
Fake Deep?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Watch Smile, bitch.
Oh, I'll watch Smile.
Bro, that shit is
what else is coming out?
Creepy.
You need to watch The Menu.
I still haven't watched it.
You need to watch Bones and All. That would be a good one to review.
Before we sign off, did you see the new trailer for
Ant-Man?
Bro, he's gonna get his ass beat.
People's gonna die.
Nah, he's not gonna die. He's gonna get demolished. His girl's probably gonna die.
Damn, really?
His girl's gonna die.
She was an anti-vax, that girl. There was a bunch of drama.
Yeah, they're probably gonna kill her out of spite. It's
Real
Disney.
quick, have you noticed that we've only done sequels for this? We haven't done an original movie.
Oh shit! Maybe for the next one we should do an old movie. It doesn't have to be a new one.
Oh, that we could do that too. Like, or a rewatch?
A rewatch.
We should do. You brought it up, Ex
Ooh.
Machina.
I was Ex Machina. You know what? You know which one? It's because they didn't get justice because of COVID. We should do fucking Tenet, bro.
We could do Tenet. I'm down. I'll rewatch it. I'll watch it. Yeah, for sure. What was I gonna say? Yeah, nothing. Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you. Oh, real quick.
20 minutes? We were firing through that, but I liked it.
We're good. Yeah, we don't have to always go to 30. Real quick, put this up at the end. I have to fucking show me. We got fan art. My little cousin
art?
I showed you already. My little cousin Dylan, he edited like our logo with like the fucking solo cups. Dylan, shout out to you. Thank you for that. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks you for tuning in. He was like listening at fucking at a party the other day. He was like listening on his headphones.
Junior was asking me shit, my little brother. Like, oh, what do you guys even like? What's your guys' future? What are your plans for the? I'm like, bro, can you fucking listen? It's not that hard to tune in. And he was like, yeah, but like, I watch your guys' Instagram stuff. I'm like, no, bro, tune into the episodes, pay attention, and then you'll learn. You'll probably know. You'll learn shit about me that I don't tell you at home. So
damn.
Shout out all the youngins listening.
All the middle schoolers and high schoolers and 12-year-olds.
Thanks, guys.
Deuces.